In this brief video, I'm going to show you how, as an administrator, you can add a module to a page within DotNetNuke. So the first thing we're going to do is go ahead and log into our website by clicking on the login link. And I'm going to type in the administrator account name called admin that we created in a previous video. I'm going to log in with our username and password. And then once we're logged in, we have immediate access to our control panel at the top of the page. And the first thing we want to do is we want to check which mode we're in. In the top right corner of the control panel there, we have a view, an edit, and a layout option. And if you're on the professional or enterprise editions of DotNetNuke and you have at least version 6.1, you'll also have a preview option there. We want to make sure you're in edit mode in order to be able to place a module on a page and then begin working with that module. Now you can choose which page you want to add the module to. I'm going to simply add a module here into the Getting Started page. Now before we do, we need to choose where exactly we want the module to go. Now it's easy to switch to the layout mode so that we can see the various panes that we have within this particular page so we can decide where we want the module to go. You can see in our layout mode right now we have a social media pane, content pane, left pane, right pane, bottom pane, and then down below we have three additional panes: footer left, footer right, and footer bottom. So we can choose any of these panes to place our module into. Let's say we're going to go ahead and add the module into the bottom pane. Now, I know which pane I want to choose, so I'm going to go ahead and switch back to the edit mode. And to add the module to the page, we're going to mouse over the modules menu in the control panel. And we have an option here to add a new module or add an existing module. Well, in this video, we'll talk about adding a new module. And when you go to add a module, you can choose a category. Well, you can see in the drop-down list here, we have 4 category selections available to us: admin, common, professional, and all categories. You can then filter your modules. You can filter to just show the administrator-specific modules. We can filter to show the common ones, which if we look, we have the HTML Pro is the most common module. It's the only one currently sorted into the common category. We have a professional option, and if we choose a professional category, we have a variety of modules there that are only available to the DotNetNuke Professional and Enterprise editions. And then all categories shows us the entire list of all modules on this particular portal of DotNetNuke. Now we're going to go ahead and just add the HTML module to a page. So we're going to leave it with the common selection and choose HTML Pro. When we add the module to a page, we can give it a module title. Now I'm going to call it module title just so you can see it in place when it's placed on the page. Now from a visibility perspective, we get to decide who can view this module. Anyone who can view the page, the same as page option, or page editors only, meaning only those who have permissions to edit the page. That's the safest way to add the module, so you can go through and configure the content, and then you would change the permissions later on to make it visible to anyone who can view the page. Now we then choose the location of the module. We're going to place this module into the bottom pane. You can see in that drop-down list we have a listing of all the panes that are available on this page. Now once we choose the pane, we can then choose where in the pane it should go. And in our case, since there's no other modules in the bottom pane, we can only choose top or bottom. Now from there, if we had any other modules in the pane, we could choose to insert it above or below or in between any of those modules. Once we're done, we can go ahead and click on the Add Module option, and that's going to place the HTML Pro module into the bottom pane. And if we scroll down on the page, we can see the module here at the bottom of the page. It shows us the title, module title. We can move the Manage button to get it out of the way there, where we can fully see the module title. We have a message here that says Visible by Administrators Only, and then we can get into the Manage button to start to edit the module. Now in a future video, we'll show you how to work with the HTML Pro module.